So I've been using this right here, the Scuf Nomad, and this is a mobile Bluetooth controller for the iPhone that so many people have been absolutely raving about. And I'll be honest, I was kind of off put by the fact that it's Bluetooth because I've been using so many other controllers that have a USB-C direct connection, and that eliminates lag and latency. This, I'm shocked, does not give you any lag or latency, or if it's there, I can't see it. Maybe I need to get one of those, like recorded and look at the frames, and I ain't doing all that. But this shockingly is something that I've really enjoyed using. And hey, I love the fact it's got a long battery life, 16 hours of battery life. It's got Hall effects in it, so it's got the anti-stick drift, and it just allows me to just slot my iPhone 16 Pro directly into it and just get to work. Great app it has with it too. So all that being said, we're going to be talking about the Scuf Nomad today on this review, and big shout out to Scuf for sending this over to me. This is the first Scuf product I've ever reviewed, so huge shout out to Scuf and Corsair for allowing me to do that. If you want to pick this up, the links will be in the description below. But let's go ahead and talk about this and let's see what the hype is. Let's get into it. Scuf Gaming, which is a division of Corsair that specializes in gaming controllers, has recently expanded to the mobile gaming market with the introduction of the Scuf Nomad, which is a smartphone controller that transforms a mobile device into a gaming handheld akin to the Nintendo Switch. This burgeoning niche also includes products like the Razer Kishi V2, which I've reviewed, the Razer Kishi Ultra, the Backbone One, and GameSir X3 and X2 Pro. Unlike these competitors, Scuf opts for a Bluetooth connection rather than a physical plug, either USB-C or Lightning, setting the Nomad apart in its connectivity approach. And another thing is this specifically only works with iPhones, particularly the iPhone, from the 12 up. However, there is a little bit of a workaround because it works with some Android devices. But this is completely tailored to the iPhone because of the MFI certification that's allows it to directly connect. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get back to the review. The design of the Scuf Nomad mimics a traditional game controller split in half, a bridge together to cradle the smartphone. Its button layout deviates from the typical Xbox and PlayStation designs, favoring a configuration similar to the Nintendo Wii U Pro controller. This is particularly noticeable when an iPhone is slotted into place, recalling the larger Wii U gamepad with its integrated screen. The Nomad's analog sticks are strategically placed at the top of each half, with the directional pad and ABXY button situated underneath, creating an intuitive user interface that's unlike most controllers, which use potentiometer-based sticks, such as those in the Xbox wireless controller, PlayStation DualSense and DualSense Edge, and the Nintendo Joy-Cons. The Nomad employs Hall effect sticks, and these are based on a magnetic principle that significantly reduces the incidence of stick drift, which is a common issue due to wear and tear in traditional sticks that leads to unintended inputs. Now, adapting to these Hall effect sticks may take some time for users to, that are more accustomed to conventional analog sticks, as they also provide less resistance and feel somewhat looser. Scuf could potentially improve this by integrating stiffer springs, and I don't know if they're going to do that. Like, I will say it took me a little bit, especially I think particularly with this controller, to get used to how it operates with certain games like Resident Evil 4, as well as 2 Remake on the iPhone, and Call of Duty, as well as Diablo. It does feel looser, but that's not a bad thing. You just have to, every controller is different. So if you're used to controllers with potentiometer sticks, going to stick drift can be a little bit different. So you just have to adapt, adapt and survive and overcome. So there you go. The package includes 2 sets of caps for the sticks, concave, which are pre-installed, and convex, similar to those found on PlayStation controllers up to the DualShock 4. The controller also comes with a rubber spacer to accommodate the camera bump on iPhone 14, 15, and 16 models, ensuring it doesn't rest on the connecting bridge, and a high-quality braided USB-A to USB-C cable for charging. The controller's dimensions allow it to stretch from 20 centimeters to about 37 centimeters, fitting virtually any smartphone, though it falls short of accommodating an iPad mini. Although, keep in mind, the iPad mini would probably, be too heavy for the controller and would flop over. So if you want to use a mobile controller with the iPad mini, just go pick up the Razer Kishi Ultra, which fully supports it. But that being said, let's get back to the review. Its weight is roughly 100 grams heavier than the smaller Razer Kishi V2, but 37 grams lighter than the larger Kishi Ultra. This weight difference is primarily due to the internal battery required for Bluetooth connectivity. Operating the Nomad involves manually turning it on and off via a home button located on the left half, where users must hold until LED lights at the bottom right illuminate or extinguish, a detail that might require familiarization as per the app tutorial. The construction quality of the Nomad is robust, with rubberized contact points for the iPhone and a rubberized back for better grip. The heavier feel relative to its size contributes to a substantial premium feel. Notably, the Scuf Nomad's controller layout is more reminiscent of the Wii U controller, like I mentioned earlier, but with some variations like a plate-like directional pad similar to a miniature version of the Xbox's controllers, and strategically placed menu and option buttons. Additionally, the Nomad includes 2 extra paddles on the rear, conveniently accessed by the middle fingers, which can be programmed via the Scuf Nomad companion app. This app not only allows for customization of paddle assignments, but also offers extensive settings for adjusting button mappings and the responsiveness of the sticks and triggers. The app integrates 3 gaming platforms: Apple Arcade, PlayStation, and Xbox Cloud Gaming, with each platform's games accessible through the Scuf interface. This functionality enhances the controller's versatility, supporting not just the iPhone gameplay and Apple Arcade, but also extending flawless compatibility to iPads and Macs, provided they run iPadOS 16 or the latest Mac OS. Though not officially stated by Scuf, the Nomad also performs well with Macs and some Android devices, despite initial claims of incompatibility with the latter. The controller is fully MFI certified, ensuring that it works seamlessly with Apple devices, though it requires iOS 16 or later to be used. Now, in wrapping everything up, the Scuf Nomad is a thoughtfully designed compact Bluetooth controller that excels in customization and ergonomic design, albeit with some limitations such as the inability to charge the phone during use. Its comprehensive app enhances gameplay by allowing detailed customization and is user-friendly, as it does not necessitate a Scuf or Corsair account for operation. Backbone, looking at you. I hate that aspect of your devices. This makes the Nomad a strong contender in the mobile gaming market, suitable for a broad range of devices and appealing to gamers seeking a portable yet powerful gaming accessory. However, as someone who still personally prefers a direct connection via USB-C, as much as I like the Scuf Nomad, I personally would lean more towards a controller that utilizes a direct input, just because I don't want any latency when I'm playing the game. That's just, I gotta keep a buck, that's how I feel about that. But all that being said, this is a phenomenal controller, and honestly, if you just want to Bluetooth it and start using it for Apple Arcade or Xbox, cloud gaming, or for PlayStation or anything else like that, you can't go wrong with this. I just personally prefer a direct connection. But all that being said, thank you to Corsair and Scuf for sending this over to me for review. And if you guys want to pick one of these up, links will be in the description down below. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a blessed and aloha rest of your day. Let me know what you think about this controller. Do you have it? Do you love it? I've seen some Reddit threads where people are talking about issues that I haven't seen any content creator talk about, but then again, I haven't personally experienced them, and probably they haven't either. And also, here's the thing: when it comes to devices, if you experience some type of quality control issue, sometimes that can be very limited to just you, and that's not a universal thing. But hey, sometimes there's some issues, sometimes they're not. It kind of is what it is. But all that being said, thank you guys for your time, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. There we go.